Pascal. You are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild, Haitian in the building, so original. Got the haters catching feelings. Get your hands up to the ceiling and keep them held high, cause St. Louis isn't ready. Forget about it, goodbye. Hold on, we just saying hi. Five somebody, rise up. Weekdays, catch us live, somebody. Let's go.
Good afternoon. Good evening and good afternoon. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Pascal Show. I hope you guys are good. I hope this show finds you in good spirits and all that. We got some breaking news. I mean, it's been about an hour old, a little bit over an hour old, but still, no matter what, I still wanted to give you guys this update because it's still brand new. And I'm not happy, y'all. I'm just going to keep it real. I'm not happy. I'm not happy about this at all. This has been a very, it's Thursday. And we're supposed to be excited about the weekend. And this has been a week of really tough news. And now we got some more stuff. Yes, I stopped the happy music for a second. Because I need you guys to understand how I'm feeling. And I'm assuming you guys are feeling the same way. I'm angry. I'm heartbroken. And I'm fed up. I'm just fed up. We got some not so great news. It most likely is going to be going down the route of what we are all fearing to happen in this particular case. You guys already know what the story is here. But no matter what, I'm saying a lot of prayers. I'm sending a lot of healing energy to the people and the family members that are actually really affected by this story. So we got to talk about this. So guys, sorry for starting off the show like this, but this is not great news. Like I said, I'm really mad and I'm not happy, but this is breaking. And this is a story and this is a case that I've been covering for a while. And then it just kind of went into a crazy silence, a chilling silence on this case. And now we got some more news. And it looks like it's going down that route of what we are all fearing the most. So before we get into everything, please do me a favor, hit that like button down below. Hit that reaction button if you're watching on Facebook as well. That would really, really mean a lot. If you're watching on YouTube, of course, crush that subscribe button. I try to give you as much information and many different stories as I possibly can. And of course, the staple stories as well. I cover those things as well, but I try to give you other stories to give you awareness of other cases that are going on in this world. So please be sure to hit that subscribe button. And if you're watching on Facebook, hit that follow button on my Facebook page. And also share this feed. I think that's important too. If you're watching on Facebook and on YouTube, you can tweet this or exit, repost it, whatever the hell that platform is called nowadays. And if you want to support the channel even more and you're watching on YouTube, you can hit that join button down below. Consider becoming a member. It helps keep these purple lights on. Like I said, these purple lights don't pay for themselves. And of course, if you want to support even more, you can go over to my Patreon, patreon.com/The Pascal Show, and support over there as well. Okay, guys. Like, I'm sorry, y'all. Like, I don't need to apologize because I feel like I'm echoing a lot of what you guys are feeling right now. You're frustrated, you're angry, you're sad. And of course, we're hoping for something different in this case. But now we got some new information, some breaking news. There's a lot to look at. There's a lot to look at here. So I am going to be breaking a bunch of things down, sharing those things with you guys, etc. And the reason why I say that we probably got some bad news here, guys, is because of what's actually happening with somebody who's connected to this case as well. And you see that in the title down below as well. But of course, I have been talking about, or what I'm talking about, is the case of Allisha Watts. She is, I mean, the way that they describe this woman is phenomenal. She is just a huge beacon of light, positive energy, loving human being, so uplifting and motivating, inspirational with her friends. Well, it looks like she may have gotten tangled up with the wrong guy. His name is James Dunmore. Now, this is important. There's a reason why I'm bringing up his name as well, because he may be the reason why she is missing right now. So just for you guys know, just so that you guys know, a lot of you guys might be wondering, what's this story all about? What's going on here? I'm going to give you a very, very rough breakdown here very quickly. So Allisha Watts was dating this gentleman, James Dunmore. Allegedly, they were dating for close to a year. And she has a history of going out to Charlotte, North Carolina to spend time with him because she lives in another town in North Carolina. She has a history of going out and spending time with him. So while Allisha went off for a weekend to spend time with James Dunmore, she was supposed to go and see a comedy show with some cousins, some friends in Charlotte, North Carolina. But when she didn't show up to the comedy show, family got concerned. And of course, that's when they started reporting her missing. She's been missing for a while now, y'all. For a good long while. Now, I'm going to get to the point of why you guys are here in the first place, and then we're going to backtrack a little bit, all right? But I think, of course, a lot of y'all are like, just give me the news, man. Give me the update. So I'm going to give you the update first, and then we're going to take a quick trip down memory lane, because let's not forget, when she went missing a few days later, boyfriend James Dunmore was found passed out, I guess, incapacitated, unconscious in her ride in a town that was 50 miles, a little bit over 50 miles away from from Charlotte, North Carolina. The car was parked in a DMV parking lot with him in it without Allisha Watts. There have been stories of him actually doing something unthinkable, trying to do something to himself. If you get what I'm saying, that's why he was not responsive in the car. But he was able to be let free. He was set free throughout this entire time until now. And we got footage with that as well. We're going to be looking at a few things, but first, let's look at this. Of course, the information that none of us want to hear. None of us wanted to see this at all. And you can see it down there. Suspected remains of Allisha Watts found. Boyfriend's been arrested. That piece of work has been arrested. It's about doggone time. So let's get into this article. So the suspected remains of Allisha Watts were found in Montgomery County Thursday, today, this afternoon, just a little bit ago. And we got Skycam footage. I'm going to show that all to you guys here. So get comfortable, all right? We're not going to be here forever, but we're going to be here. Her boyfriend, James Dunmore, piece of work. He done. All right. Has been taken into custody and arrested for M, they said. This is what the sheriff's office has confirmed. Now, they say suspected remains because I'm sure that they got to do their due diligence. They got to dive into this. They got to get the DNA. They got to make sure of all that, because let's be real. I hate to say it like this, but we got to be completely realistic in this situation. She's been gone for a while. She has been missing for a while. This summer has not been very forgiving. Has it? I'm going to say hell to the no. Has it not been? It has not been very forgiving. It's been very hot outside. Man, it is 104 degrees in my neck of the woods right now. So I can only imagine what North Carolina is like right now. And if these remains are actually hers, imagine the harsh weather, nature doing its thing. I hate to put that reality into your mind, but think about that. So they have to make sure, because she's been gone and missing for a while. And if there has been harsh weather in that area, you have to put those things into consideration when you find remains just out there in the wilderness. Okay? Just saying that really, really quick. Let's continue. So, boy, piece of work, piece of trash, who's alleged of doing this, okay? But we all know, and I'm going to explain why in a little bit, that this dude done did it, okay? But they took him into custody, thank God. But that should be a dead giveaway to all of us that they have something on him big time now. They were looking for her, and they found her, okay? But they still need to do their thing to make sure for sure that it is actually her. Moving on. Chopper 9 Sky Zoom was live over the police scene around 12:30 p.m. Thursday on Cemetery Road, which is in Montgomery County near the Richmond County line. Sources previously told Channel 9 remains were found there and was being investigated in connection with Watts's disappearance. Now, we already know she was 39 years old, and may she rest in peace. But she's from Moore County. She was last seen leaving Dunmore's home in Charlotte's University City neighborhood on July 16th. Now, and then the home is on Pamela Lorraine Drive. Now, she went missing in July, the 16th of July. Just think about this really quick. Real quick, it's the 24th. As of the recording of this live show, it is August 24th right now. July 16th, summertime. I don't think that the remains are going to be well preserved due to the harsh weather that we've been dealing with. So put those pieces together, and I'm sure they're going to have to do some DNA sampling to make sure that it is her. But given the fact that they are looking for her, you can put 2 and 2 together, guys. And the sheriff's office is definitely doing that as well. Okay? So, let's see. In a tweet Thursday afternoon, the Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police Department said they are no longer considering the case to be a missing person investigation. That's another dead giveaway. Investigators said Thursday that a task force consisting of Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police Department, or the CMPD, Montgomery County Sheriff's Office, Foxfire Police Department, Richmond County Sheriff's Office, Moore County Sheriff's Office, Anson County Sheriff's Office, North Carolina State Bureau of Investigation, and the FBI were out on the scene. They brought everybody. All the acronyms. Okay? They brought in everybody. Okay, and this is according to a reporter for the WSOC TV. They're saying breaking on WSOC, Chapter 9 is flying over over Cemetery Road near the Richmond-Montgomery County line, where police sources tell us a body has been found. This is being investigated in connection with Allisha Watts's disappearance. Again, since this website is being a huge pain in the butt, I'm just going to show you guys her face one more time. There she is. You know what angers me more than anything in the world about this? Not only just given the fact that she lost her life and this was someone that was loved by many people. The other thing that really angers me about this whole thing is how much she was such a pillar in her own community, how much she contributed, how much she was trying to make things, trying to change things, make a difference in her life and in the community that surrounded her life. That's what I mean. That's the frustrating part about this as well. Not only, of course, to the fact that she has many other people that love her and care for her and support her, and that she was supporting as well, but the fact that she was a good person doing great things for the community. And now she is no longer here. I guess I got to say alleged until they actually prove positive that she is officially confirmed gone. But I mean, you could put the pieces together and it pretty much, the equation seems to go the same way. Okay. Seems to add up the exact same way. But I wanted to share with you guys some of the footage of the search. So let me blow this up for you guys. Okay, thank you so much for the comment on Facebook. Terrible. She was such a smart woman helping others. What a waste. Yeah, I mean, when it comes to James, if he really did this, which I think he really did, what a waste on him for sure. All right. What a waste. Abia, hopefully I'm saying that right. Abia, she has good energy. Thank you so much for the comment on YouTube. May she rest in peace. Absolutely. I agree. Sugar. I know this is another conversation in itself, but yes, that man who was holed up in his house, refusing to leave. Yes, he did lose his life. Just so you guys know, it literally that whole story got wrapped up almost 10 minutes after I signed off, which stinks. But for some odd reason, the feed was not working for me. Yes, Nicole B, this is absolutely awful. Tamara, thank you so much for your comment on Facebook as well. I really hope she would have been found alive. I think to me too, but we've been covering this story. We've been talking about this at great lengths. Yes, I was hoping that she was just maybe somewhere, right? Just thinking glass half full rather than glass half empty. But unfortunately, the way things were pointing, the information that we received about James Dunmore's very, very volatile police record, it just makes you think, it leans more on the side of this man lost control. This man really, really lost control. And that's what's frustrating. Bryant, don't worry. I'm going to give you guys a whole breakdown of what happened here in just a second. I'm giving you guys the update right now. And just so that you know, Brian just asked again, need a recap? Here you go, Bryant on Facebook. They have found remains of Allisha Watts. Suspected remains of Allisha Watts, but we can basically put that theory to bed and basically say, yes, this ended in a very tragic way, because the boyfriend has been arrested, y'all. Boyfriend has been arrested, which we have footage for that as well. I will show that to you guys in a second. But if the boyfriend gets arrested, why would he be getting arrested if they ain't got no body? If they don't have evidence of foul play, evidence of wrongdoing to this wonderful woman, why would they arrest James Dunmore? The reason is because they got his ass. And they have her. And she is no longer here. So, just a quick reminder, we are going to be going and doing a circle back on the story itself. All right. This is where they found her remains, supposed remains. Obviously, family, friends are in the area or were at the area where they found her remains. Again, they arrested James Dunmore, which I'm going to be showing you guys in just a second here. But again, he was found after she went missing. He was found in her car, parked in a DMV parking lot, a little bit over 50 miles away from his actual home. He was in her car, sleep basically, without her in that car. Just so that you guys know. I'm going to come back to this footage because it's just footage of basically the area. And clearly they've been combing through that area trying to find this woman. Okay? But I do want to show you guys this other piece real quick. And this one's pretty short, guys. Just to give you guys a heads up. This is pretty short, but this is footage. This is actual footage of James Dunmore getting arrested. This is after they have found the remains. They went over to his crib and got him arrested, just so y'all know. So if they got him arrested, like I said, clearly something's up. Blammo. There he is in cuffs. Right here. You see my mouse circling right here? There he is in his knee-high socks, gray shorts, white tee, and a black baseball cap. Right there. Right there. That's him getting arrested right now, guys. Clearly, you could see this is 5-0 taking him in. Okay? And I will also say, that's him getting arrested. That's him getting arrested. And no, that ain't him just walking around with his hands behind his back, just casually sauntering through the neighborhood, talking to 5-0 nonchalantly. No, he is literally getting arrested. All right. After they found her remains or remains in that area, he was arrested. The other piece I do want to tell you, he was trying to do the unthinkable to himself when they found him in her car without her in it. And I will say this, 5-0 was doing their best. They were doing as much as they could to find out what actually happened to her, find her, and all that. The only thing that was frustrating is we didn't hear anything. There was a 911 call, dispatch 911 call that was released, but that was about it. It didn't explain anything. It didn't give us any clues to anything, nothing. There were theories of maybe there was an ex-lover of James Dunmore that may have been upset and maybe lashed out on Allisha and all that stuff. But actually, I don't think so, guys. The reason why I say that is because this dude was very, very bad. Now, before we get into that, before we get into all of that, hold on, guys. Let me make sure I got a decent timeline for you guys. Now, obviously, we already know that there's some new details. Again, still breaking news. Allisha Watts's body has been found. I'm just going to say it. All right. She's been missing for a long time. But a quick timeline for you guys. So a month earlier. Oops, sorry. So on July 16th, where is this timeline? Here we go. And this is kind of important stuff. I'm going to skip May 23rd because I'm going to be circling back to that. Okay? But July 14th, Allisha Watts' friend said Watts traveled to Charlotte, North Carolina on July 14th to see Dunmore in her black Mercedes SUV. July 16th, Watts was last seen by her friends in Moore County. Watts and Dunmore, the boyfriend, had tickets to a comedy show in Charlotte at Bojangles Coliseum that night, but they did not attend. And because she did not attend, that's when people got very worried. Okay. July 18th, Watts' phone and Dunmore's phone pinged at his house in the morning. Hours later, Watts' black Mercedes SUV was found in the parking lot of Anson County DMV office in Polkton. Dunmore was found inside, unresponsive. Watts was not located. Now, from what we understand so far is that Dunmore was trying to do the unthinkable. He was attempting to do something bad to himself. And she was nowhere to be found. And I'm telling you, tell me you did it without telling me you did it. Moving on. July 19th, Watts' cousin calls CMPD saying Watts had not been heard from and had not shown up for work, which is out of her character. CMPD filed missing persons report for Allisha Watts. Foxfire police searched Watts' home and do not find her. July 20th, Anson County Sheriff's Office links SUV to Watts and calls Dunmore a person of interest in her disappearance. But what's frustrating is he wasn't a suspect. He was just a person of interest. He was brought in for questioning, but that was about it when they found him in the car. He wasn't arrested. He wasn't held up. Nothing. Frustrating, guys. So this is the other part that's very interesting. A shell casing was found along the street in front of Dunmore's home. The sheriff's office said their last update on Dunmore's status was July 20th, and he was still alive at that point during that time. July 24th, CMPD announces Watts' car has been found. Anson County Sheriff's Office released a statement saying Dunmore was found along with the SUV. Police officers are seen searching Dunmore's home. And then, of course, we now know, now we're up to date to today, which is the stuff that we do know. Now, one thing I do want to say, though, guys, and I'm going to keep on saying this until I am blue in the face. Ladies and gentlemen, please, this is on both sides of the fence because there's a lot of evildoers out here in these streets. Let me just keep that a buck with y'all. There's a lot of really bad evildoers in these streets that are smiling in your face, but also doing very sinister things behind closed doors. But this man, there were claims that this man, James Dunmore, was sus from the minute that the family met him, that this was a very, very bad dude. Period, point blank. You need to make sure that yourself and the people that are around you are safe at all times. I don't care if he's the nicest dude in the world. I don't care if she's the nicest dude in the world. I don't care if she fine as hell or he fine as hell. I don't care if he's bad or she's bad. They are bad. That is it, guys. So I'm saying this right now, because I know that there's a lot of people out here that are surviving. I know that there's a lot of survivors, but there's a lot of people that are still going through this today, right now as we speak. And this is what's frustrating about this. And I'm not victim blaming. I'm not talking bad on Allisha. I think he got his hooks into her hard. And maybe she didn't know how to get out of it, or she didn't know until it was too late. So please, guys, I'm going to keep saying it over and over and over again. There is DV hotlines out here, guys. You are not alone. If you're in the middle of something right now, you are scared to talk to your friends, family, whatever, you don't know where to turn to, this hotline is right there. Call them, 1-800-799-7233. Again, 1-800-799-7233. You are not alone out here, y'all. Speak up, please. Speak up. And the only reason, and one of the other reasons why I say this too, is because this dude is a real piece of work. Let me just say that real quick. And let me explain to you why he's a real piece of work. Apparently, he had a girlfriend during and before and maybe during his relationship with Allisha Watts, which is still mind-blowing to me. And apparently, she was living in that house with him for a while. But it shows to me because not only does he have a very, very colorful, violent history, police record, mind you, this also happened. Allisha Watts' boyfriend had DV orders filed against him earlier, months before she disappeared. In May, y'all. She disappeared in July. And by the way, she had been with him for almost a year, y'all. A long time. And there was a DV order filed against him in May. Do the math really quick. Do the math. So let's take a look at this. Order was filed against Allisha Watts. Shoot, we don't even need to say the boy. He the boyfriend. This piece of work, James Dunmore. All right, months before her disappearance, a woman who is not Watts filed the PO, the protective order against James Dunmore in March. I'm sorry, it was in March. I apologize. Not May, March, but still not very far away from July, according to documents obtained by the WRAL. The woman said she and Dunmore were spouses. Yeah. Put that in your pipe and smoke on that for a minute, y'all. She accused Dunmore of, I can't even say these things, but I'm going to blow this up so you guys can see it a little bit, but I'm going to highlight it. Doing this as well. In the face. And doing this as well. Cutting off air. This is James Dunmore we're talking about, everybody. This is James Dunmore. The order ruled that Dunmore can't go near the woman's home or workplace through May of 2024, a whole doggone year. A police report in Anson County where investigators said they found Dunmore in Watts' car, and he was previously considered a person of interest. However, the CMPD won't say if he's currently a person of interest. Well, he most definitely is now. He most definitely is now. So we know all of this stuff, okay? But at the same time, in March, I apologize, not May, but in March, there was some paperwork filed against him because he did some very, very bad things. All right? Hold on. There's more. There's more. Un momento, por favor. Okay. Hopefully this one is good enough, but we shall see. This is also talking about his criminal history. He had a criminal history, guys. It wasn't just one time that he was dealing with a spouse, by the way. A spouse. Like I said, there's more. And I've talked about this in other videos. I've covered this story since it was thrown into my in front of me and all that. Audio, there's a glitch in your audio. I don't know. I don't know. It sounds like everything's fine here, guys. Hold on. I don't know. It sounds like everything's no glitch. Everything's Gucci. All right, let me continue. Let me cook. So So, again, criminal history explored. And this is when she was missing, guys. So, according to the new records, the boyfriend of missing woman was once considered a person of interest in her disappearance. Obviously, he's been arrested now. According to WCNC, Dunmore emerged as a suspect as he allegedly has a history of this word, a behavior. Oops. A behavior. Okay. Dunmore has reportedly been charged with DV in the past, though authorities have not provided any specifics about the incident. The alleged victim of this incident also remains undisclosed, sorry. Now, everything to know about previous allegations against the boyfriend. According to the Administrative Office Court of Virginia, by the way, James Dunmore's criminal record includes charges of, this is insane. He has been charged, okay, and found guilty of these things, by the way. This, what I'm highlighting, I can't say any of these words. This right here, lurking, and malicious acts. While the circumstances behind the accusations are unknown, Wass's friend said that she saw Dunmore exhibit signs of disturbing behavior in the past. Now, Blue said that while she had not witnessed any explicitly bad behavior, I got to use these code words, on Dunmore's part, his behavior was still concerning. Let me say this again. Look at his criminal record that includes charges of these things. I'm not even going to say it out loud. I've already read it and said it before, tried to use code words, and I can't even think of code words that could even code this ish. It's just what it is, guys. This is a very, very bad man. He was found guilty. He spent time. He served time. And then after a couple years or after some years of serving time, he was let out. And then he was on a, what's the word? Unsupervised probation. Unsupervised parole. Just a few years back, y'all. Just a few years back. This is a very bad man. And I am not talking about Muhammad Ali. All right? Very bad individual. Period. Look, charges of, right here, you see my A and B. Okay? This is all this, A and B, malicious this. Third offense of taking. He's known to take people, y'all. He's known to Liam Neeson's, y'all. And I'm not saying that to be funny. I just can't think of any other word to say it without getting in trouble here. This is insane. And yet he wasn't a person of interest, and yet he wasn't being brought in and being a suspect and being detained. Thank God he didn't kick rocks. Thank God he didn't run. But this, like I said, this is a very, very bad man. Very bad man. Unbelievable. Let me show you guys some more of this, the aerial footage. One second. It's very concerning. It's very concerning because we do have a lot of friends and family, people that we love, that may be in some very dangerous situations right now. And I can't tell you what you need to do or what not to do, but I do know that those people need to know that you are, if you have friends, family, or anything of that sort that are in that kind of situation, tell them that you are there. At least let them know what's up. Have conversations with them. Start to understand the situation that's going down. All right? Period. Because there's a lot of people that are hiding. There's a lot of wolves in sheep's clothing, just hiding in plain sight, smiling, and then doing very, very bad things. Again, this is a situation that maybe Allisha never saw anything bad with this guy until it was too late. Clearly, this is a man who has extreme bouts of violence, extreme moments of using excessive force on the people that he loves, allegedly. Let's not forget, there was a spouse that filed a protective order against him in March. A spouse. So if he has no problem putting his hands on a spouse, who's to say he doesn't have a problem putting hands on anybody else? And given the fact that he's done all this other stuff. Now, I will say this too, though. There's a good possibility, there's a good, strong possibility that she knew about everything. Maybe. And he's like, I'm a changed man. So she believed him until he wasn't a changed man anymore. That's a possibility as well. But still, no matter what, ladies and gentlemen, you need to be safe out here. There's a lot of bad people out here in these streets. I'm not lying. We're starting to see this every single day now. Shoot, we just talked about Artavius and Josiah Mitchell remains were actually that of that 2-year-old boy. In this piece of work, Artavius had no problem doing what he did, whatever he did to that little boy, and then discarding that little boy out in the woods. We have to be careful out here, y'all. Period. That's why I'm mad. That's why I'm not happy about this. This was a positive, intelligent, successful pillar of her own community woman that just lost her life because some dude decided to decided to wake up and choose violence that day and then tried to cover it up. It's very frustrating, y'all. Yeah, S-dubs. Yes, this was an incredible lady. Incredible lady. And, and I don't see, this is the thing that is frustrating because I don't blame women and men who are extra cautious when they're dating somebody. They keep people at arm's length at first when they first meet somebody because you just don't know who you're meeting. Just because they look good on the exterior does not mean that they're rotten on the inside. Sometimes it takes a date or two. Sometimes it takes more than that, guys, for some people to realize they're with a bad individual. This is a rotten, rotten individual. I know it's still alleged, but at the same time, I know where my heart sits with this situation. And he right now, as far as we know, is the only person that's actually getting arrested right now. No one else, y'all. So far, no one else. Kay on Facebook, thank you so much for the comment. Maybe they were waiting on him to, I can't say that. Someone had to point this area out to get the police checking out this particular area where she was found. Now, I'm thinking that he spoke. I'm thinking that he said some things, but I don't know what he said. We don't know what he said. Again, like with Artavius, he could have sat there and said, "Oh yeah, I just remember doing this and this, and then I blacked out, man. I think maybe I drove in this area." But they can't pin anything on him if he's not sitting here going, "I did it. I done did it. I took her life. Lo siento. Hands up. I did it. Arrest me now." If they're just sitting there, if he's just sitting there going, "I don't know. All I remember is this, this, and this," they can't pin anything on him. But now that they have a body, now that they have evidence, now they can just bury him under the prison. Mo, just so you know, you might be late to the party, but she has passed. She's passed. Nur, yes. Don't invite people. Don't invite just everybody to your home. I'm gonna be real. Don't. Ruthless. Yes, thank you. It's just frustrating because it's like at first it was a 2-year-old boy yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. Now we got this. And I really was hoping that maybe she was, alive, but somewhere. But I'm that glass half full guy, but I'm also a realist. So I knew we were probably going to be getting some heartbreaking information. I just wasn't expecting to get this heartbreaking information right now, this afternoon. Let me see some more of your comments real quick, guys. Please do me a favor. Hit that like button down below. That would really, really mean a lot. Hit it, crush it. Don't forget. Oh, and of course, react if you're watching on Facebook to my Facebook fam. All 25 of y'all that are watching over on Facebook. I appreciate y'all. Okay. Share this feed because I know there's a lot of people that want to know this update. This is breaking news in this particular case. There has been a break in this case. So please, if you can, share this feed as well. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. If you're watching on YouTube, subscribe. If you're watching on Facebook, yo, hit that follow button. Okay. Facebook fam has been growing beautifully, and it's great having you guys a part of it. So keep on keeping on. Okay. Be sure to hit that follow button over there. All right. That would be greatly appreciated. And of course, if you appreciate my reporting, please be sure, if you're watching on Facebook, join the membership. Okay. That'd be greatly, greatly appreciated. Text mess. You are enough. Yes. I could not agree more. And I feel like that's what we all need to remember, because I know it's hard out here to find love. I know it's hard to find love out here in these streets. I know a lot of us are feeling lonely and all that stuff, but let's be real. Love is an amazing thing when you really do get it. I know that sounds cheesy as hell, but it's the truth. But I'm telling you, every single person that is looking or trying to find love, you can get it. You will get it when the right time comes. And it will be when you least expect it. It'll wash over you like a wave, and you'll be like, whoa, I can't believe. And there's other ways of being loved out here. It doesn't always have to be in the arms of a woman or in the arms of a man. You can get love in other ways too. Love comes in a lot of amazing, beautiful forms out here. And I think a lot of us need to remember that. Not just, and I'm not saying anything about Allisha. I'm just saying but not just going and dating just anybody because you just want a warm body in your bed. Because sometimes you get unlucky and you make not the greatest decisions, or you're willing to bend the rules on certain things because you want to avoid not being happy. Just having to say that, it's tough. Penny, real love can change the world. It did mine. Yep. I concur. I completely concur. Stormy, most important, love yourself first. See, that's exactly what I was about to say, but you said it better than me. So I'm just going to, what Stormy said. What Stormy said right there. Okay. First, love yourself. Love yourself first. Be comfortable with being with yourself, and the rest will come. All right. Kim on YouTube, thank you so much. She probably didn't know how violent his past was. Poor lady. That's what I think so too. Like I said, I don't think she knew anything until it was too late. Or maybe not at all. If you get what I'm saying. Which is very, very sad. Let's see. Kay. I wonder how many times I told that to my two daughters and to not believe what they were told on the computer as a fact. Yeah, that's also true. Because the internet is very dangerous out here. 1 minute you hear one thing, the next minute you hear something else. Or when you finally meet them at face value, you're going, wow, you aren't 6'4", you're actually 5'6". And no, you aren't built and look like this. You're actually built another way. Why lie, right? Plenty of people do that. Plenty of people do that. But sometimes it gets even more disturbing, even more sinister. It's sad than just it being a little fib on their stats, physical stats. Exactly, Melissa. Be okay with being alone. Absolutely. Okay? Because if you can't deal with your own self alone, who's going to be able to deal with you? If you're really that difficult to live with by your own self, who gonna want to live with you, baby? Real talk. Nobody. Okay? Nobody. Like nobody. But as you can see here, guys, they were in there. They were out there trying to find Allisha. It's crazy. Self-love is important, and godly love is important too. If you are a God-loving person, of course. But still, they went and they did their due diligence. Again, I'm going to show you guys again, just really quick, the footage. Oops, wrong one. The footage of him actually being arrested again. There he is. Let me blow this up so you guys can see a little better. But as you guys can see, I mean, this is outside his home. Or at least the house that he was staying in. And the house that was actually being searched and investigated and all that. One more again. Absolutely, Judith on Facebook. If you can't be happy alone, no relationship is going to make you happy. Then you end up bringing drama to a relationship. You are absolutely 110% right. Okay? Love yourself first. But I will say this. They do have this POS. Absolutely. Thread. They got this POS. This piece of trash has been detained because they have evidence now. And clearly, this is Allisha Watts. And I hate saying that. I hate saying that. But this is what we now know right now. Sheila said Google press conference. Let me see. Let me see really quick. Let me see if there is a press conference going on. Let's see. Ha. Thank you. Thank you, Sheila. Okay. Oh, Sheila. Wow, that's a deep cut. So apparently there is a press conference. Let's take a look at this, shall we? Oh, Sheila. Let's get this, guys. Come on. Come on.
Breaking right now at 4 on Queen City News, a tragic end to a week.
Hold on, guys.
Breaking right now at 4 on Queen City News, a tragic end to a weeks-long search for a missing North Carolina woman. Authorities in Montgomery County say they've found the body of who they believe to be Allisha Watts, who was last seen in Charlotte. Officials expected to hold a press conference any moment now, and it's beginning, so let's go ahead and listen in.
Any moment now it's happening.
Questions during this press conference? I just want to give you some information.
Come on. Don't know why it's tripping. Come on, guys. Come on.
To this point, first and foremost, our heartfelt condolences go out to Allisha Watts' family, and we pray that the peace of the Lord Jesus Christ that only He can give comforts them during this time that they're going through right now. I also want to thank all the volunteers, the families and friends, the law enforcement partners that have been part of this task force. Charlotte Mecklenburg PD, Foxfire Police Department, Rockingham Police Department, Anson County Sheriff's Office, Richmond County Sheriff's Office, Moore County Sheriff's Office, the State Bureau of Investigation, the FBI, the Moore County Public Safety, and North Carolina Search Dogs, in my office, Montgomery County Sheriff's Office, and the outstanding deputies and investigators that I have working for me. And I want to thank you, the media, for your efforts in providing the information for the community. This is not the outcome that we had been hoping for, but by finding Allisha today, it can bring some closure.
Quit showing his
I hope and
face.
I pray it brings some closure to family and friends moving forward. I want to let you know that James Dunmore was arrested this morning by Charlotte Mecklenburg Police Department on charges of murder.
Damn right.
He is currently in custody of the Montgomery County Sheriff's Office. This is an ongoing and active case and investigation, and there's still much work to be done.
Mm-hmm.
You can continue to check our social media platform for more information moving forward. Again, thank you all, and I appreciate you.
Okay. No questions? He ain't taking no questions? Wow. And just like that, he out.
So you have been watching that brief press conference with the Montgomery County Sheriff's Office. It doesn't actually, it appears that someone else is going to be speaking now and answering some questions. Let's listen.
Come on.
Been very much involved with the search efforts from day one, from the first time that she was reported missing. Our office has been involved. I know the family and friends gets very frustrated that we can't release certain information, but this is very active investigation. Montgomery County is the lead agent on it, and our office will continue to assist Montgomery County with whatever efforts or whatever needs that we can do. So we will continue to work with that. I reiterate what Sheriff Herron had spoke about with the this is not the outcome that we were hoping for, but our hearts go out to the family and friends of Miss Watts. She had a big following that was with her, and again we were hoping for a better outcome, but unfortunately it's not. So we just have to do the very best we can and move forward and lift Miss Watts' name up.
I agree. Let's see what happened here. It's tripping.
And there'll be a day of reckoning for this individual that was arrested. So again, this is a very active investigation. So we'll continue to do our part, and hopefully the prosecution team will do their part and have the outcome that we want. So thank you very much. Yep.
All right, official.
Well, I mean, obviously, I don't know why it's tripping. My
Officials with the
internet
sheriff's
has
office
been
in Montgomery.
my internet has been really glitchy over the past like 48 hours. So I apologize for that. But they are saying that they found remains that they truly, fully 100%. Well, they believe that it is Allisha Watts. And now this man, this monster, which we don't need to see his face in the photos. We don't need to see his ugly-ish face in the photos. Let me just keep it a buck with y'all. I'd rather go on with life just seeing photos of her and not seeing his face anymore. Okay. Let him live the rest of his existence behind bars, and may he rot in prison. That's what I say. Period. But they found her remains. So it does close the chapter on this case. The book is not closed, because obviously now we need to see the third act of this story, which is justice and making sure that James, this piece of trash, doesn't get to breathe in freedom air ever again. But I will say this. We've been losing a lot of good ones. This was a very good apple. The way that she was doing things for her community and all that. And all the people that have lost their lives, of course, in horrendous ways. They're all wonderful, good human beings, but it just is frustrating, at least with this case. It's frustrating when you have somebody who was positive, that was doing amazing things for her own community and the people around her, and how she lifted people up. It's heartbreaking that she left this planet in such a tragic way. You know, it's funny that you say Shanquella Robinson. Family, from my understanding in that part, they are trying their best to get justice for that young woman, but they still haven't gotten anything yet. Now, somebody said, where were her remains found? Her remains were found in an area of a cemetery. So like I said, I'm still wondering what actually happened. And the other thing too is I'm wondering if James is going to confess. Thank you, Melanie. I'm sure the family really does appreciate that energy. But I'm wondering where, you feel me? And I'm wondering if he's actually going to speak up, confess, tell the truth, and give us a breakdown of what actually happened here. How did she go? Like we just did a story a little bit ago about Maria Gonzalez and the monster. They caught the monster, this 18-year-old kid, 18-year-old monster who took the life of this 11-year-old girl. He confessed to everything, to all of it. And I'm wondering if when they're bringing him in, that he's just going to start singing like a canary. That's what I'm hoping for. And when that does happen, I'm hoping that we have news about that so we could talk about it with the quickness. But right now, he might act like he doesn't know anything at all. I don't know. He might act like he is innocent in this situation. But then again, he may be cooperating. We just don't know what kind of rapport, what kind of dialogue that he has been having with law enforcement before and up to now. We don't know the relationship that's been built between law enforcement and this specific monster. But you know, for a fact, we're going to find out some more stuff here very, very soon. All right. Fabrine, thank you so much for the comment on Facebook. He should have not be let loose to do anything else. Yeah, they should be locking him up because he already has a history of being a very, very bad boy, period. All right. Yvonne said, he's too much of a coward on YouTube. He's too much of a coward to confess. Yeah, I'm thinking, well, you never know. Maybe that she's finally been found. Maybe he's going to start squawking. You never know. You never know. He might start talking quick, but we'll see. We'll see what happens here. We will see. So I got some super chats. Let me grab them really quick. Dr. Ed, what's up, man? Thank you so much for the 5. Sign for DV thumb. What? Sign for DV thumb over palm and fingers down. See it, call 911. Sign for DV thumb. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. It's like I guess a universal sign of like needing help, if I'm correct, Dr. Ed. I could be wrong, but yes. If that is kind of the sign of like, I need help, I'm in a bad situation, then yeah, that's actually good to know. Thank you so much for that info. Manda, thank you so much for the 10 pounds. I appreciate it. So sad. Prayers to her family. Thanks for reporting this so quickly, Pascal. Of course. I mean, shoot, I'm sure there's been other people that have already put out this information as well. But again, thank you so much, Amanda and Dr. Ed, especially giving me that information, because I didn't know that was the sign language for people in need. I didn't even know that. So thank you. I appreciate that. And Kay just said that there on Facebook. Yes. So thank you so much for that information. I'm that much more smart. There we go. So I appreciate it. Thank you, guys. But yes, nonetheless, this is very, very sad. I'm frustrated. Okay. Amanda, again, thank you so much for the 5 pounds. Yes. Yes, I'm law enforcement, I think you're saying. And that is the sign for help me. Gotcha. Thank you. Thank you, Amanda. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yes, sorry. I'm just reading some of you guys' comments. And I appreciate all y'all for being here. And again, you know, I'm not trying to put anything, do any victim blaming or anything of that sort, but I'm just going to say this really quick before I head out. It is important to realize that you are valuable, that you are irreplaceable, that your love, the attention that you give to somebody is undeniable. We are all special in our own little ways. Okay, we're all unique in our own little ways. We have to be mindful of the people that we have in our lives. Just for the sake of being loved, it's when you start to compromise, if that makes any sense. Like I said, we don't know the conversation or the details within the relationship. He could have confessed to her a long time ago and then he just snapped. I don't know. She may not have known anything at all, but he had red flags flying all over the place, but she just let it go. Or he was just perfectly fine until he snapped the day that she went missing. Okay. If it is on the side of she just overlooked those things, I say these are things that we need to take away from our own relationships, for our own selves in relationships that we have. Sometimes you just got to wait for that perfect hit. Okay? Sometimes you got to wait. Because I know how we can compromise, especially when we're lonely, especially when we're feeling down and all that. Again, I don't know her story. And I'm not saying that that's the case for her, but I'm just saying there's a lot of people out here that will sit there and deal with terrible individuals instead of actually walking out the front door because they feel like they're not going to find anybody better. And I'm telling you right now, you can't find somebody better. There are better people out there in the world. Trust me. And that you are unique and the love that you give is valuable. Again, the number for the DV hotline is 1-800-799-7233. Again, 1-800-799-7233. There is somebody on the other line willing to hear you out, willing to listen to you. You keep talking until somebody hears you. And if no one hears you, then you keep talking. And if they don't hear you, then you keep talking. Keep talking. And also, I will say this. The front door always opens as well. Sometimes you just got to make the decision to walk out of it. Anyway, guys, that is the show. I appreciate all y'all for being here. It really does mean a lot. I wish we had a different outcome to this story, but nonetheless, we don't. Now, we're marching towards justice for her. So let's see how justice transpires for Allisha Watts. I hope she's resting in peace. One thing I will say is she, at least her family and herself, for her at least, she is definitely walking down towards being able to rest in peace now. Now that her remains have been found, they'll be able to take her to her final resting place, give her the ceremony and the respect and the love that she deserves, sending her off in the way that her family wants to send her off, and so that she can finally rest in peace, and so that they can focus on the justice that she rightfully deserves and bury this mother lover under that doggone prison. Anyway, guys, I appreciate all y'all for being here. Don't forget to hit that like button down below. Hit that reaction button if you're watching on Facebook, to my Facebook fam. Sup? Appreciate all y'all. Hit that reaction button down below. Hit that like button. If you're watching on Facebook, crush that subscribe button, baby. I'm working hard out here in these streets. So hit that subscribe button on YouTube. If you're watching on Facebook, hit that follow button on Facebook. We got more information, more updates to come. Oh, and also I will say this. I just put out a video covering Johannes Kadane, the Netflix software engineer. There's been new updates about his case. It's very weird. You need to go and check it out. I put it both on Facebook and I put it on YouTube. So please go take some time and take a look at that as well. All right. And spread awareness on that situation, because that man, that young man, is still out here missing right now. You'll see what I mean. Go check out the video. Okay. Hit that subscribe button, that follow button. I appreciate all y'all. Don't forget to hit that join button, hit that notification bell on YouTube, and set it to all so that you know whenever I upload or whenever I go live, because it be random. Okay. And I appreciate all y'all. Have a great rest of your day. Do something positive. Shake this off. Do whatever it is that you need to do. Okay. Yeah. Do the shit Taylor Swift. Ain't that a song? Shake It Off by Taylor T Swizzle in it. Anyway, you know what I'm saying. Do something positive with yourself today. You deserve it. I'll be seeing you guys in the next show. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. I'll see you guys very soon. May she rest in peace and justice for Allisha. Let's go. This is the Pascal Show. Bye.